Okay. So I got to 192 before I failed, I think. So, let's try it now. My OCD is still a bit bad, as you can tell. But, I was never, well, yes, I was, never one to sit around like a vegetable while I was never one to just wait around like a vegetable, hoping it would get better. Instead, I take action, don't I? I mean, I did make the mistake of waiting around and trying to take a rest from life when I first started getting it really bad, but obviously just sitting around doing nothing but staring at four walls when you've got OCD is a terrible mistake to make, isn't it? But alas, what can I do about my own stupidity, really? I mean, stupidity is something that can't be fixed, isn't it, in life? So of course I'm gonna make all kinds of mistakes like that in life, aren't I? Suppose these things can't be helped sometimes. At least I came close. At least I came close to doing it that time. Yeah. Those bricks at the bottom are quite strong, aren't they? And considering you don't get much room to move the bricks, to move the boxes around on each level, well, that just only further complicates matters, doesn't it? I mean, even when you get good power-ups mixed together like that, it doesn't really have much effect right here, does it? I think you can hear me laptop fan again. That always makes me nervous. It makes me wonder if my blanket is covering the holes of me, the fan holes at the side of my laptop, and so I panic and check it at those times, because sometimes I feel pretty sure that my blanket wants to kill me by blocking the fan holes of the laptop I'm on sometimes. After all, I've heard the horror stories about people about people sleeping with their laptop holes covered, and then they never wake up again because it fries them in their beds and whatnot. So now we've finished 192, and I came first, like I should do, and now onto 193, which seems pretty complicated with the piggy banks and the fan blades, doesn't it? just dealing with my OCD, as I often have to do in life. And I do it without so much of a complaint a lot of the time, also without so much of a complaint. And yet I think there's been people in the past who have said things like, that I make it up just because I want to be lazy and whatnot in life. I mean, the fact that I'm making these videos to try and make some money, despite the fact that it's really hard for me to start doing them sometimes. With my OCD making me anxious, should prove that little theory wrong, shouldn't it, really? But I suppose with some people your word will never really be good enough for them, will it? Well, what can you do in life, I suppose? Anyway, then we've completed another level. So I'm the best, yes I am. Isn't there a cute winking face there at the side for that game? Although you probably can't see it since since because of my face cam over it and all. So those are the sacrifices you have to accept if you want to see my beautiful face as I play these games, yes. This looks like it could be hard, doesn't it, having to get rid of all of these bowling pins while also getting rid of all of the bubbles all over the place as well. As the Vortigaunt in Half-Life 2 Episode 2 would say, this won't be unchallenging, or something along those lines anyway. Can't remember exactly, but that was roughly the gist of it, if you get my drift. Oh, that was very satisfying, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah, luckily the colours are kind of generous on this level, I find, in terms of bunching lots of the same colours, lots of the same colours together. Yes. Okay. On to 195 now, and I get another chance to pass another of my friends on the game. That way, the list of people who have completed each level will be shorter, which means I'll be able to more easily find my name each time I look at the lists to see the scores I originally managed to get on the levels. So that'll be a nice convenience, won't it, Sonny Jim? Yes. Yes, it will. So how's everyone's day been, I wonder? With me, because of the nail infections I've had to deal with throughout since about 2008 or so, in some of my fingers and toes. My big toenail is starting to starting to hang off my toe, and it looks rather unsightly, and it made me cringe when I first looked underneath, but no big deal, I suppose. It it has stopped me from going out today, even though my feet feel better, even though my feet feel better overall, because uh, I don't want to risk the chance of me big thick rotted toenail coming off in my sock and making it really hard to walk while it's inside my sock, so to speak. I know it sounds disgusting, doesn't it? But I'm used to such things. I'm a disgusting kind of person and all. These levels are hard, aren't they, when you've got to get rid of all of the bubbles while the colours are changing a lot as well. Although I'm making good progress, aren't I, with only those top ones that I've got to get, um, and 15 moves left to go. He is just hoping they don't prove hard to get rid of, though, isn't it? Yes. Because such things have happened before to me here on this game. And that top right one there looks like it'll be hard to get as well, doesn't it? Yes. I'd say my only hope of getting it will be if I can get a power up that'll shoot up there, so to speak. But that seems rather easier said than done, doesn't it? Yeah, I haven't done it, unfortunately. But there's always next time, isn't there? Yeah, and it's hard to get big groups of the same colours together on this level as well, with all the random colours and whatnot, isn't it? I guess sometimes these things just come down to luck occasionally, although there is lots of skill involved as well, isn't there? And advanced forethought and preparation and whatnot with how you've got to kind of factor in how the different coloured boxes will fall and where they'll fall with each move that you make and all. Uh, so these matters aren't always quite so clear cut, I suppose you could say, Sonny Jim. Yes. This should be a help now, being able to mix these two TNT boxes together like so. Yes. That was beautiful, wasn't it? Yes. But again, I seem to be in a similar predicament to last time, don't I? With lots of bubbles left to get at the top and precious few ways that seem available to actually get them, so to speak. But at least I've got a lot of moves remaining this time, haven't I? Yes. Well, if it ends up being that top right corner one, that ends up being the remaining one that I don't get once more. Will that be enough to make me want to kick myself in the head, so to speak? This could maybe do it if it'll shoot across ways. Yes, how nice. Okay, now we just have to worry about these two bubbles, which just lower down, which hopefully won't be as hard to get. But then again, well, that was the sound of us getting another star, wasn't it? Although it doesn't look like I'm gonna get it after all. Isn't that typical, eh? Okay, let's try again now. Another power-up available right at the start here. But considering that we can get that anytime we want now, there's no real rush to use that propeller there just yet, I don't think. So let's just save it for later, I say. And now if this propeller will shoot sideways, although if I get it here, it'll work. If it shoots down, I suppose I'll do it here. My intuition failed me that time, didn't it? Since my feeling was that it would be in a cross-shooting propeller, but it just ended up being a vertical shooting propeller. And that was a good bit of progress, wasn't it? Yes. I can still hear my laptop fan. But maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just nothing, really. Okay, let's hope there's more orange boxes soon. And then we can use these two power-ups together here. Let's say now is enough time. Although it might have been smarter to wait until that one was orange and then use it there. That way I'd know for sure there weren't going to be any complications regarding getting that last bubble. Still, as I've maintained a few times now, I'm not exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer a lot of the time, am I? Okay, let's hope this is a vertical one. Oh, isn't that typical? Another cross-shooting one it was instead. Been going for 19 minutes now. And given the amount of lives I've lost, I'm guessing that I probably don't have many more left as well. But it wouldn't surprise me if this was my last one even. Yeah, I'm really gonna be kicking myself if that really gonna be kicking myself if that if it was necessary for me to use that double power up with the Rubik's Cube and the TNT box earlier to get rid of that bubble while it was orange there, with the sheer amount of problems I'm having getting it now. Just when I needed a vertical one as well. Yeah, it ended up being the big mistake I made not using those two power-ups when waiting for that bottom left corner to get orange, was it? It was the big mistake I made, not waiting for that bottom left corner to get an orange square in it. And now that I managed to get this square, I better, well, it'll be that square if I don't manage to get next time. Such luck is typical with me, I tend to find in life. I suppose the way to do this level is to always try and have the colour changing boxes in these corners so that you can use power-ups with Rubik's cubes to get rid of them quite easily, more easily than it would be otherwise, so to speak. I often have a very hard time explaining myself for things in life, don't I, with my awkward ways of wording and things and expressing myself and whatnot. This is what I wanted, more or less. Although it isn't going to help me get the top right one just yet, unfortunately. And there was a stroke of luck being able to get that TNT box there, wasn't it? Now hopefully this will be a vertical propeller. Yes, finally I get lucky with the propellers that I need. Yes, I win again. And another colossal score, another monstrous score for me. Yes. And it is such a hard level, so that's something to be proud of, isn't it? 196 now. And given the size of my score the previous time, I should have an easier time with this one, I'd say. This one looks kind of familiar, I think, like I might have done it on my parents' mobile devices lately. Not quite sure though. Maybe it's just a similar looking one for all I know. to be able to fire data in the right place, isn't it? Well, you don't get very many moves for this level, do you? Only just starting to notice that now. Still, at least I'm going to get rid of this this right corner now. I can smell a smell that reminds me of some years back. Um, Back when I used to be transferring file back in 2001, I think, back when I used to be transferring files to and from uh, our first computer back when it was in my parents' bedroom, from my computer in here, uh, using floppy disks. It took lots and lots of them, and you can tell they were old times because of how I was using floppy disks and all, can't you? Where it is a nice smell, it brings back memories and all. But brings back nostalgic memories. But regardless, I'll stop the video here now that I've lost my life. So goodbye, everyone. Just dealing with my OCD.